Welcome back into the Sports Source, this segment of our program brought to you by Safety Systems. And when it comes to security systems for your home or business, call VFL JJ Surlis and the team at Safety Systems. I promise you, they will take good care of you better than any of the national chains. Man, they wear me out. I can't go to my mailbox without getting some sort of flyer from someone. And I know that the better security system, the better contract, is right here with the local guys, Safety Systems. There's a reason you see their stickers in the windows of every business in town. Give VFL JJ Surlis a call this week. Safety Systems. Okay, let's go over to Lindsey Nelson Stadium. You are looking live at the voice of the baseball Vols, John Wilkerson. John, thank you for joining us today. Appreciate
Happy Easter, John.
Happy Easter to you. It's kind of a bizarre day. We got a lot to cover, so let's just jump right into it with some quick stuff. Last night, Chase Dollander hit in the arm by a line drive in the first inning, had to leave the game, came back in a sling. What's the word on his outlook?
Well, no word on the injury. He is supposed to have an MRI today, and so hopefully they'll be able to find out what the exact injury is and perhaps a timeline for his return.
Okay, very good. You had a couple of ejections last night from the Tennessee side. First of all, you had Frank Anderson, pitching coach, ejected. He's out for that's an automatic suspension.
Automatic.
Any assistant, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then Tony Vitello gets ejected for bumping the umpire, and I think we got some video here of the aftermath of this. He lost it once Anderson got into it. What is the latest on Tony Vitello? What kind of suspension is he facing from the league, in your opinion?
Well, normally for a head coach, you would get a second ejection before you would be suspended. Obviously, contact with the umpire is something that changes that. So he is not available today, and we're waiting on official word as to just how many games. But my guess is it's probably going to be a handful, and so we'll see. I'd say anywhere in the range from 3 to 5.
What started Tennessee's pitching coach was ticked off. Was this a sign-stealing accusation type thing? Is that what ticked Tennessee off? What started this ball rolling?
Well, I recorded my pregame interview with Coach Vitello this morning, and he said it was Alabama relaying signs is what had Coach Anderson so upset. And then you also add to it the injury and not knowing with Dollander. And then there were a couple other things that just escalated the conversation, we'll say. But it did indeed start with Alabama relaying Tennessee signs.
Okay, and then finally, look, we haven't been able to say this much this year, and that's a good thing because Tennessee's just been winning series in the first two nights, but actually have a rubber game in this series today. Alabama won on Friday, Tennessee won yesterday. Set the stage for today's game. Who's on the mound and what do you expect?
Well, Tennessee will go with its Game 3 starter, and that's Drew Beam. The freshman from Murfreesboro has been remarkable for Tennessee, 7-0 with a 1.14 earned run average. He'll be opposed by a sophomore, a left-hander named Grayson Hitt, who came very close to coming to the University of Tennessee, but he wound up at the University of Alabama. He's been very good for the Tide, 3-0 on the season, earned run average right around 2.8. So it should be whichever team gets the bats going first will have the upper hand, as you mentioned, with the series on the line.
Very good. John Wilkerson, hey, I want people to understand you're trying to prepare for a game and you take a few minutes to come on with us on Sundays. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have a good game today. Have a good call on the Sports Animal, and we'll be sure to send Vince your way when I unlock his tether here under the desk and we release him into the wild.
Sure do appreciate it, John. Thank you. Always enjoy the opportunity, and happy Easter to everyone.
All right. Happy Easter. Thank you. Gentlemen, when we come back, I want to talk to you about, it has been such a positive role for this Tennessee team this year. Now some negative things are hitting. That doesn't feel good, but could it be a positive? Let's talk about that. Come on back on the Sports Source.